Motivation is at times very unreliable. Systems aren't ever. Welcome to Elevate with Enbody. I'm your host, Tim Enbody. This show is for all of you mortgage loan officers and your real estate professionals who want ownership and you're done with the excuses. So I'm going to kill a myth real quick. You don't need more motivation. Okay, good, because I'm not Tony Robbins. You need more structure though. Motivation feels powerful sometimes. Consistency builds power. Motivation shows up when you're inspired, but consistency shows up when you're tired. So I've had this myself. So over the last 90 to 120 days, one of the challenges that I've had with Elevate with Embody isn't doing it. I want to do it. So the want is there, but sometimes showing up and putting it in there, I feel these little, I get a follower and I go, okay, somebody's listening. Thank you, somebody. And then I have a couple views. And then that video or that short may or may not have done anything. All of a sudden here comes another one. Oh, there's 10, 15, 20 more followers. Like, oh, I got the rewards from the consistency. At first I felt like motivated, like, okay, it's kind of neat. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I saw my logo. I got my cup. And I started to feel kind of like, this is neat. I'm 50 years old. I've been doing this for 25 years and I've always wanted to do this. But this last 7 years, it was like a calling to me. But this last year, I'm like, I got to do this. And, but once I started, the momentum of the enthusiasm of starting it, it died. But because I started to create the consistency and I know me well enough that if I don't have consistency in my life, I will let it go quick. Diet, exercise, everything. That's when the growth is going to be really dependent on you. You are going to rely on that heavily. So here's the pattern. You get fired up. You set the goal. You post more. You call more. You push harder for about 2 weeks. Then the engagement dips. A deal falls through. Energy drops. And suddenly you're not feeling it anymore. Where's that motivation now? That's not discipline. That's not a discipline problem for sure. That's a motivation problem. So motivation is emotional. Consistency is structural, period. Emotion fluctuates. Structure compounds. And in the mortgage and real estate, compounding is everything. It's everything. That's how you get through the markets, right? The market doesn't reward bursts of energy. Anybody can show up and become a realtor or a loan officer today and hit friends and family, and then where they go. I mean, I hired Gallows all the time. My boss he didn't care. He told me this so many times. I don't care if you have to hire 100 loan officers. I want 100 loans a month. He knew what his bottom line was or whatever you wanted. I had other bosses like, listen, you can go hire 100 people, but that's a lot of energy. If we can hire 10 and we can help them make 6 figures, that will recruit for you. So if you can work with your clients and you can build your structure, you can work the systems will bring structure. It will help you compound. Those bursts will be when you do something big, but the rewards and your repetition will move up your consistency levels higher and higher. Your expectations of yourself will grow. You're now part of the process instead of it being an objection or something to stop you. Daily prospecting will actually start to feel like you're doing daily prospecting, daily visibility, my daily follow-up. It's like doing a daily devotional. That's not intense. This is not rocket science, guys. I'm not going to teach anybody here how to do something amazing today, except for lose some excuses. Intensity burns. It's hot, right? Consistency burns longer. Intensity spikes. Consistency stacks. And stacked effort wins. Day in, day out. If the production feels inconsistent, I need you to look at your systems. Do you have non-negotiables in your day, your week, your month, your quarter? A lot of people like to use daily trackers. A lot of people like to use accountability trackers. Greatness trackers is some of the names that a lot of you guys use. Those people, you know where they're at? Up there. They're at the top 1%, or they're on their way because they did one of the hardest things out there, daily accountability. And then with goals, they set daily call blocks, a posting cadence, a follow-up rhythm. They do call blocking. They do all these things that you and I look at and go, oh my gosh, that's so hard. But feelings don't scale. Systems do. High performers don't wake up one day and go, I'm motivated. I'm going to go make $250,000 this year. No, that's not how it works. Unless you're not scratching something off, maybe. They execute. They do all the hard work anyway because they understand something most people don't allow themselves to get it. Motivation creates and starts, but consistency creates and finishes. And finishes build confidence. You want more referrals? You want more listings? You want more applications? Stop chasing the hype. Start protecting your habits because motivation will abandon you the moment it gets boring. You ever had a really amazing relationship? You go on 2 or 3 dates, and then after like date 2, day 3, like, I don't know what the hell to talk about anymore. I wonder where that relationship is going to go. That's okay. It's not aligned. Okay. If it starts to feel boring, you get out. But consistency thrives in the boring. That's when you have discovery. And boring is where growth compounds. So here's your move. You ready? I want you to pick one behavior, one daily action, make it non negotiable. I want you to protect it like it's your children, like your revenue depends on it, because it does. Because when motivation is your why, your inconsistency is never going to win. Consistency is how you win, guys. Until next time, keep elevating your business and your brand.